Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain the process of sex determination in human beings. As we all know that human beings consist of 23 pairs of chromosomes in the nucleus of the cell. 44 chromosomes are almost same in case of males and females, and these are called autosomes. But rest of the two chromosomes, which are called sex chromosomes, are different in males and females. Males consist of XY type of sex chromosomes, whereas females have XX type of sex chromosomes. And when the gametes like sperms and eggs are produced, they have only one set of sex chromosomes. Some sperms will have X chromosome and some have Y chromosomes, whereas all eggs have only X type of chromosomes. So we can say males have XY type of chromosomes, sex chromosomes in the cells, whereas females have XX type of chromosome. So males produce two types of sperm. Some are having X type of chromosomes and some are having Y type of chromosome, whereas all the eggs only consist of X type of chromosome. So if a sperm containing X chromosome fertilizes the egg, a female baby, or we can say a girl child, is produced. But if the sperm containing Y chromosome fertilizes the egg, the condition will be XY. It means a male baby or a boy child will be produced. So it is the sperm which is responsible for the sex of the child. Sometime in our society we blame the mother. That is totally wrong. And the type of the sperm fertilized by the egg, according to that the sex of the child is dependent. So we can say male mainly consists of XY type of sex chromosome, whereas female mainly consists of XX type of sex chromosomes. Next important topic of the chapter is endocrine glands and their functions. In our body there are two types of glands, exocrine glands and endocrine glands. Exocrine glands are those glands which are having duct, and endocrine glands are those glands which do not have any duct. It means ductless glands in our body are called endocrine glands, and these endocrine glands release some chemical substances which are called hormones. So we can say hormones are the chemical substances which are released by these endocrine glands. There are loads of endocrine glands like pituitary gland, thyroid gland, adrenal gland, pancreas, testes and ovary. The first endocrine gland is pituitary gland. As you can see in the diagram, this gland is present in the brain portion of the person, and it releases mainly growth hormones and certain such hormones which control the functioning of other uh, endocrine glands like testes, ovaries, etc. So we can say pituitary gland is the master gland because it controls the functioning of all other endocrine glands present in the human body. As we know, it releases growth hormone, so it controls the growth of the person. And if this growth hormone is released in excess, it causes gigantism, means the person becomes very tall. But if growth hormone is released in less amount, it means the person will become dwarf. So in this way the hormones should be secreted in their proper amount. Second gland is thyroid gland. As you can see in the diagram, this gland is present in the throat or neck portion of human beings. It mainly releases hormone thyroxine. This thyroxine hormone control the metabolism of fats, carbohydrates, etc. in the human body. And if it is deficient, it means if thyroxine hormone is not released properly, it causes goiter, due to which there is a swelling neck. That's why we say that we should take iodized salt, because iodine is mainly responsible for the production of thyroxine hormone. So if there will be deficiency of iodine in the diet, this thyroxine we will face the deficiency of this thyroxine hormone, and we can even suffer from the disease goiter. So we should take proper iodized diet. Next one is adrenal gland. As you can see, there are two kidneys and two adrenal glands are present over the kidneys. These adrenal glands secrete the hormone adrenaline, and this adrenaline is called emergency hormone, which helps the body to adjust to stress when we are very angry or worried. So we can say it controls the mechanism of the body during such situations when we are very stressed or when we are very there is anxiety. So all these conditions are controlled by this adrenaline hormone. Next one is pancreas. Pancreas, as you can see, along with these kidneys, this is a part of digestive system, and pancreas secrete a hormone called insulin. Insulin is a very important hormone which control the blood sugar level. Its deficiency causes a disease called diabetes, which is commonly known as sugar, due to which the level of sugar increases in the blood. Next one is testes. Testes produce the hormone testosterone, which control the production of sperms and secondary sexual characters in males. So the main hormone secreted by the gonad, that is testes in males, is the testosterone. And next, ovary. Ovary mainly consists of mainly release estrogen, and this estrogen hormone is found in case of females, which control the production of eggs and all the secondary sexual characters like menstruation or other secondary sexual characters in case of females. So this is the complete endocrine system present in the human body. Now next topic of the chapter is reproductive health. Um, Health is a general state of a person's physical, mental and social well-being. So a person is said to be have to good health when he is free from any disease, when he is free from anxiety, when he is free from social and psychological tension. And to keep the body healthy, everyone should have balanced diet, personal hygiene and physical exercise. So firstly, to keep our body healthy, we should take balanced diet. A diet which contains all the nutrients in the right amount is called balanced diet. A balanced diet mainly consists of cereals, vegetables, fruits, pulses, milk, nuts, milk, eggs, sugar, jaggery. Jaggery means good. All these are necessary in a balanced diet. So we should take all types of nutrients in our diet. Next one is personal hygiene. Everyone should have a bath at least once every day. If body is not clean, there can be bacterial infection. Keeping one's own body clean by taking proper bath, wearing clean clothes, eating clean and protected food after washing hands, etc., and keeping the house clean. All these collectively come under the personal hygiene. We should keep all parts of our body clean during this adolescent stage, because during this period the sweat and sebaceous means oil secreting glands become very much active. So we should keep spacious stress on personal hygienes. In the same way, we should do physical exercise. We should do physical exercise like walking, running, cycling, swimming, skipping and dancing, and all these are very good exercises. By doing these exercises we can keep our body healthy. Now the last topic of the chapter is say no to drugs. A lot of changes occur physically and mentally during the adolescent stage. The adolescent sometimes may feel confused or insecure due to the stress caused by emotional pressure. It is natural for anyone to find a way to get relief from the stress. Under these conditions, if someone suggests you to find relief by taking drugs, alcohol, just say no. Drugs are addictive. It means they are habit forming. If taken once, one would like to have them again and again. So sometimes teenagers fell in bad habits like taking drugs under the influence of some people. That is a very bad habit. We should say directly no to taking the drugs. Drug taking and drinking affect the nervous system, and it also have adverse effect on vision, hearing and even cardiovascular system. So we can say in long terms these drugs, alcohols can ruin our health and happiness. There is a very dangerous disease called AIDS, which is caused by the virus HIV. AIDS means acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, and this is caused by a virus called human immunodeficiency virus, and it can transmit or it can spread from person to person by the following method: by sexual contact, by sharing syringes used for injecting drugs. It is also transferred from the mother to a child through her milk. And as we know, there is no vaccine or medicine for AIDS so far. So as it stands today, AIDS is a preventive disease. So to stay healthy, say no to drugs and alcohol. So by following these methods, by keeping personal hygiene, or by saying no to drugs, we can live a happy and healthy life. Thank you. Have a nice day.